So a wife posted on her TikTok page, she went for a vacation, 11 days vacation. I don't know, maybe it was work or she just went out with her friends or she went on a solo vacation. I really don't know. She didn't say. But what she posted was she was trying to open her door to enter the house. And I need to play this video for you all to watch so you see what exactly went wrong. Let me know your first impression when you see her entering the house and showing everything. To me, my first impression was that she was robbed, because a friend of mine was telling me about a particular they came to rob their house, like her neighbor's house, and that was the picture and the video she showed to me. Like, they scattered everywhere in the house. Nobody was at home anyway. They scattered everywhere. So when she opened the door and I saw everywhere, I was like, oh my god, she was robbed. Oh my god, she has been robbed. But then she went further and I looked at the caption and she was like, at least it kept the kids alive. And then that hits me. She's a wife. She went out. She's a mother, a wife and a mother. She went on a vacation, 11 days vacation. Returning home, her husband was at home with the kids. And look at what she came back to meet. If this is not pure wickedness, please tell me what it is. Because to me, this is pure wickedness. Like, he's just a wicked man. How? Hey! Let me know what you all think about this video down in the comment section. Hey beautiful people, how you all doing today? Check out Maria Davis, and I'm back again with another interesting video. So then I have few reactions from people about this particular video, just few. So let's go ahead and watch them. At the end of their reaction, I will share my own opinion.
It's the disrespect for me. Punishment for her going on vacation? Yeah. And people wonder why some women choose to be single and child-free.
Y'all go ahead and watch Jordan's entire video here. When this woman opened the door and it set up above the screen, coming back from my 11-day vacation, I thought she had been robbed. Like somebody had broken into her house and had ransacked it. That's what it looked like to me. But no, this lady went on an 11-day vacation by herself, left her husband home with her kids, and that's what she came home to. And Jordan makes the point that that is weaponized incompetence, and yes, it absolutely is. And it's also punishment. It's punishment for the woman deigning to take a vacation by herself. I must be a weird motherfucker, because when my wife goes on vacation by herself or a work trip or anything like that, before she comes home, I make sure the house is spotless. All the dishes are done and put away. The kids are cleaned and dressed properly. There's no mess. There's nothing for her to do when she gets home, because I know traveling is stressful under the best of circumstances. Hell, even when we go on vacation together, I spend the last day of our vacation doing our laundry so that we don't have to when we get home. So I'm going to say this as non-community guidelines violation-y as I possibly can. If you're a dude and your significant other takes a vacation by herself or a work trip or anything where you are left in charge of the house and the kids, and she comes home to this, they come home to this, I hope life either literally or figuratively inserts a cactus covered in lemon juice sideways into every single one of your orifices. Y'all carry on smartly.
When I tell you, my jaw dropped. I do not know this person, their relationship, nor am I passing any judgment on her or her family. But that, to me, is weaponized incompetence incarnate. She was gone for 11 days and returned to her home in that condition because the father was alone with her children without her help. And people wonder why women would rather be alone when all of the data shows that women who are single later in life live happier, healthier, longer lives. I can't imagine why. Again, no judgment on this person, but girl, you do not deserve that.
Paper towel. So I'm not saying that her partner is a narcissist, y'all, but that is an example of weaponized incompetence. And of course, if you're new here, I'm actually a diagnosed narcissist, and I point out toxic people's traits and behaviors. Y'all, that's on purpose. That right there, this right here is an example of like, I was trying to clean it up, but you do a better job at it. This is when people play stupid or play dumb and just make it seem like you do tasks better, so they just allow you to do it. Like, you can pick the paper towel roll up or any of these toys or anything. And no, it's not just the kids either, because those are adult shoes right there, y'all. This is absolutely on purpose. This is like a punishment for going on a vacation and leaving me here with the kids. I'm gonna show you what happens. So if you're dealing with this or you're a victim of this, it makes you not want to go on vacation anymore because you don't want to come home to that right there. You can't enjoy time to yourself because you're scared of what you're gonna come home to. Like, home absolutely destroyed or whatever. Kids, you know, it just, her caption said, at least he kept the kids alive. Telling you, if you have a toxic narcissistic partner, they will do this type of stuff on purpose just to pay you back for going out of town and leaving here with the kids. So you don't want to do it anymore. And no, your partner doesn't have to be a narcissist to do that, but weaponized incompetence is a real thing, y'all. Oh, I don't know how to wash the clothes, so you do it better. I don't know how to run the dishwasher because you just do it better. They come out cleaner when you do it. It is absolutely 100% on purpose, and it's conditioning you to do everything. And before the toxic people hop in the comment section and saying, well, like, maybe the other person pays all the bills and that's their job to clean up. Shut the fuck up. Like, literally, shut the fuck up. Like, when does paying all the bills absolve you of doing anything at home? Anything. That woo.
I genuinely don't see any reason to be married at all if this is what you have to come home to after 11 days of vacation. The rage that I would have after coming home to this, like, you're a grown man. You can't pick up after yourself and your kids. So you need to divorce him. What's the point of getting married? What's the point?
Divorce. Immediately divorce. I would personally say that this goes well and truly above and beyond what we would consider to be weaponized incompetence. My ex-husband used to do this. I would go interstate once every, 3 times a year for 4 days to go see my family and some of my friends because I moved interstate to live with him. And when I came back from those 4 days, and our kids were at this point, I think 4 and 5, the entire house would be trashed. There would be moldy plates sitting in the sink because they'd obviously eaten something, but wasn't going to do the dishes, wasn't going to wash things. The entire house was inordinately messy from what I even had considered to be humanly possible from 4 days away. And he would also spend every cent in our joint bank account, the day that I left, and hassle me to send him money, from the second I arrived interstate. And this wasn't he was too stupid to understand how money worked or how to clean up. And I don't think it was even because he couldn't actually handle living in a place that messy. He just made it that messy, or allowed us to be in a space that was that messy, right? This was punishing me for leaving the house. And every time I would go see a friend even, or if I was working a little bit more, so it was really hard for me to hold down regular employment, my house would become not just a bomb site, but we would be evicted if anyone had seen what the inside of our apartment or our house looked like. People would have called child services. It became out of control in a way that didn't even match how messy it could possibly be with kids who were at childcare or kindergarten or school. and 2 adults who were working. He made a concerted effort to make it that messy. And when he did like offer to help me clean up, he would put everything, he would stack things like which had no business being together, including things that should have been thrown out, in vertical piles and put them on top of the dining table and our coffee table. So we couldn't use, and our couches, so we couldn't use any of the surfaces in our house. We could stand up, right, in a shared space. And what happens when you have a precariously tall stack of things on a coffee table and you live with a toddler? It gets knocked over. Everything ends up straight back on the floor or whatever, all over the table, all over again. And I would crack it and say, you're not tidying up, you're making it vertical, like you need to put things away. And we'd lived there for years and he would say, I don't know where it goes. You live here, you do know where it goes. And I genuinely thought he was just really dumb, like really, really dumb, and just didn't know how to do any of these things for himself, despite the fact he was approaching 40 and I was like 26. Years later, I realized, like, having lived with a whole variety of adult housemates or just me and my kids who were still pretty young then, or like now where I'm living in a blended family, and it 100% does get messy if you're not on top of things, that was a concerted effort, because it is actually impossible for it to be that disgusting unless you are willfully and deliberately throwing shit on the floor and willfully and deliberately leaving things that should be in the rubbish on the floor and not taking the trash out. And it's so that you don't ever leave again. It's so that you don't, like, because you'll do the math and say, like, it's not worth having an 11-day vacation in this woman's case, or 4 days to go see my mum in my case, because when I come back, it's going to take me 3 weeks to clean all of this up while also parenting, cooking, going to my job, and everything else I'm expected to do. When you're cleaning the house that this man has destroyed because he resents having to be a father or a whole adult human being, you should throw the man out with it. Honestly, start again. You can find someone better, babe. I believe in you.
How would you feel coming home to that? If you went on a vacation of any length of time and you came home to something like that. Now, as someone who struggles when my husband is gone to keep things clean and tidy, he would never come home to something like that. I know people function differently on different levels and things are harder for some people than others, and I sympathize with that. But what would you do if you came home to this? How would you feel? How would you feel your partner views you? Would you feel like you now have to clean this up? Would you feel like you're being punished for going on a vacation and now you're coming home and this is what you have to deal with? Would that feel like punishment to you? Would that feel like blatant disrespect to you? Would you ever feel confident in leaving your children with your partner moving forward for any amount of time? Or would you feel like you could not trust that because you would have more work when you came back from said vacation? Would you feel loved and appreciated and supported by your partner if you came home to this? I think this is a prime example of why so many women aren't able to enjoy time away from their families.
If you're still here, let me know your thoughts, your comment, your opinion, your suggestion down in the comment section. Kindly put your opinion in the comment section respectfully. This is pure wickedness. Like, this is pure wickedness. My own is, what if reverse was the case? The man went on a vacation, work related, came back home, and everywhere is like that. How would he feel? We are all going to see them come up here and start saying, oh, my woman is lazy, she doesn't do anything around the house, I work, I provide, she doesn't do anything, the only thing she has to do is to take care of the children and clean up the house, but look at how dirty she is. They're going to come up here and start saying, my woman is dirty, they'll call the family members, look at the kind of child or daughter that you raised. Your daughter is very dirty. How can I come back from a vacation? I cannot be out for like 11 days in the house, and now I'm coming back home in a dirty, scattered house. How can she even be living in that kind of house with the children? She wants to kill my children. They will keep saying things, and you'll be like, ah, it's true. The woman is dirty for her, the house to be like that. But now it's the other way. Like, she went out. She was not around for 11 days. This is not even up to 2 weeks. This is just a week and some days. And she came back with, I thought she was robbed. I actually thought she was robbed. Like, oh my gosh, she's been robbed. But, huh? So he was living in that same house with his children or kids. I don't know how many kids. In that same house, and the house like that, and he allowed his wife, like I'm very sure he knows his wife is on her way back to the house, and he cannot even respect the fact that, oh, she's gonna be back home, let me clear up the place. But his own, like, when she's gonna be back home, she'll take care of everything. She went for vacation. When she's back, she'll take care of everything. It's her job. And now we wonder why some men was like, oh, women that are going single and child-free, they will become lonely. Loneliness epidemic will start coming on female. There is no female loneliness epidemic. We only have male loneliness epidemic. And this is where it's going to start from. Can you just imagine? That means you're useless without her. You cannot even arrange. Like, what if you're staying alone and your house is like that? Like, is that how you're gonna leave your house expecting a girl? That just even reminded me of a particular video that I did like last month or so, that this black man was saying, how will I invite a girl to the house? My house is scattered, my kitchen is dirty, and she will not even come and cook and clean. People came very hard on him. Like, they really came for him. I've done the video, but that reminds me, but this is your wife. You know that when she comes back, she's going to resume this old duty: courtesy, respect, love. Allows you to do some things that you just be like, oh no, I want her to come. See, there's this joy coming back home into a clean house, knowing that you're the one that's supposed to do some things in the house, and you enter the house and the house is clean. I personally, I love it. Some of the times when my cleaner comes to clean, she also comes to clean like twice in a week, and the house is like, sometimes I'll just try to leave the house. When I walk into the house is clean, the bed is everywhere is clean. Like, it gives you that motivation. It gives me motivation to even walk. It makes me happy. So now, can you imagine traveling and coming back home and the whole place is scattered? Like, you're already tired. Like, even if you went for the vacation to enjoy yourself, there is no how you would be happy. There's no how you will just be like, what the F? Like, I don't want, no. This is the extreme. And yes, of course, she deserves better. But then let me know your thoughts about this video down in the comment section. What do you all think about this video? Kindly put your comments in the comment section respectfully. All opinions are accepted. If you put them respectfully, don't forget to like and share and subscribe and all of that good stuff. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.